get it, your order placed, and then in just about a few business days, you will have a brand new vac delivered to your home. Now, the first one that we're going to talk about is the Shark Rotator Powered Lift Away 3-in-1 vac with 8 attachments. It comes in 3 colors. Here you're seeing your black. We also have your plum, and we have your navy. Now, you're going to get a bag to store all of your attachments. You're going to get the capability of a 3-in-1 vac. It's their most fully featured, biggest capacity vacuum that they offer. All of these attachments, including the motorized brush head, your crevice and duster tool, your caddy, your, of course, dusting genie, your upholstery tool, come included with my favorite under appliance wand as well. Now, the value on this should be $324.27. We have it for substantially less and 6 easy payments of less than $45. My favorite lady to clean with. Hey, Elizabeth, how are you doing?
Just roll that out of the way. That's our caddy. This is a 3-in-1. It does it all.
Okay, so I was just having this conversation with my mom. She was like, do you have any recommendations? I need a new vacuum.
Yeah.
We've got carpet, we've got hardwood floors, we've got stairs. And I'm like, okay, well, you could be talking about three vacuums anywhere else.
You could, yes, absolutely. What we do is we give you the ability, you know, the lift away is something that Shark is the only one doing.
Yeah.
So you can lift away the pod, you can take this up and down the stairs, but with 2 clicks, you're going to move it back into the upright version, and you can also use it as a canister. Now, here's what's different about the powered lift away. I know I was telling you this earlier. Let's say you're at home, you're vacuuming along, and we're going to put this on my carpet setting here. I'm vacuuming along, and I come to this great chair. What a nice chair. Uh-oh.
I'm not going to lift it.
You know, I could. Actually, I really could, but oh my goodness, my chiropractor would be so mad at me, right? But instead of having to move the furniture, all you do is there's one little button on top that says lift away. I'm going to push that button, lift away the canister, and check this out. I've still got that rotating brush roll.
Do you still have the same amount of power?
Same amount of power, yes.
Wow.
Because it's plugged in. This is a plug-in motorized brush, no matter what mode you use it in. And then I come around here and I can just snap it right back into the upright mode and continue with my clean.
Well, and you know it's nice that you have that continuous power, because usually under furniture you need all the power that you can get from the collection of pet baby fur and gosh knows what.
I know. And another great features of this has all, like you said, all the bells and whistles. I'll try to get to them all. I can go from floor to carpet just by turning off the brush roll right at my thumb. So now this is the same tool that I just used to get deep down clean on the carpet.
Yeah.
I'm cleaning coffee off of hard surface without spraying it around.
Well, and look at how you're turning and twisting that. I mean, that was an S shape. So there's a lot of curves there. That again, if you feel like you have to go back and forth straight with your current vacuum, why waste the time? Because when you have spills like that, that's how it spills in your kitchen, and it's when you're running 10 minutes late already.
And then you can easily go right into the canister mode if that's how you like. Now this is equivalent to those really expensive canisters, like my mom has one that was ridiculously expensive.
Yeah.
You can use it this way just as well. It's really lightweight this way. I think the handle weighs a couple of pounds, that's it.
Okay.
And then this just rolls around. Onboard tools, really easy on-off switch right at the handle, and so many great ways to use this from floor to ceiling.
Well, and that's what's so important, because again, as you start to place your order tonight, 1-800-500-7590. The reality is you should be paying around $324, but now we have it for substantially less, along with 6 easy payments of less than $45, which I will tell you, when you experience the Shark in your own home, a lot of the reasons I feel like why I'm like, wow, my house isn't usually clean, is I had like the right attachments to do the job correctly.
It's true, it's true. And when we give you the full package, like with this particular vacuum, I think you get everything.
Yeah.
You get your upholstery tool. Oh, so you're looking at the colors there.
Oh, yes, sorry. It's black, plum, and then the color up front is navy. Plum is already very popular, and then of course you get your 8 attachments.
It's nice to have the color choice. They all work the same. But here's your upholstery tool for those more delicate fabrics, but we also give you the turbo brush, so for your stairs and your car, you know, places that get a little bit harder, you want a little bit more suction with that rotating brush, you have it there. There's your dusting brush.
Perfect.
What's also nice, look at this crevice tool. We added this really neat feature where you can squeeze it here and pull out these long bristles. See how long these are? These are great for ceiling fans, for getting the cobwebs up high. So you'll use that like that either way. And then we're calling this the dusting genie, but really this is what we call our dust away, with suction in the front followed by a microfiber pad. For your hardwood floors particularly, but any hard floor surface, it gets the little fine dust along with the big pieces.
Wait, does this mean I potentially like don't have to mop anymore?
Maybe,
Okay.
maybe. When you use this, you do mop less, from my own experience, because this gets the fine dust, and that's a reusable pad, by the way.
Well, and that's something that if you're doing any home projects, I mean, fine dust, you're
Yes.
just like, where in the world does it come from?
Everywhere. I know you and I have both remodeled, and I'm
Yes.
still in the middle of mine, and I can't believe how quickly it accumulates again.
Exactly.
Right? So you need the right
Exactly.
tools for that. Also, this is a crazy tool. You said you love this. I love this tool. This is your under appliance wand. It extends and there's suction in the end. So think about how small this is. You can get under your dryer. You can get under your refrigerator. Keep those appliances like new. And then you get, of course, your caddy down here, down front. And tools fit on the caddy. Tools fit on board. So you make it however you need it. Whether you like the upright or the caddy,
Yeah.
you do it how you want.
And you know, there's some tools that you'll use with 8 that are just natural. You gravitate using them more based off of your household. So the other thing that I always find very impressive is the fact that for a 3-in-1 vacuum, I always think that, like, is it too good to be true? You know, because is the lift away vac as good as the caddy, as good as the handheld and what have you? And it always impresses me the power, even when the bin is full with Shark, that it keeps on going.
Right. And honestly, it doesn't matter which configuration you're using, because the suction always originates at the hose, okay?
Okay.
So what we're going to do here, our next demonstration is going to kind of measure that suction at the hose, okay? One thing I will tell you, third-party testing showed that we have more suction at the hose than a leading competitor, and we deep clean carpets better than a leading competitor.
That's
Just
awesome.
saying.
Well, in a world where there's grandkids and a world where we have a brand new puppy and gosh knows what that's going to mean for our carpet in the next 6 months,
It's true.
that's the brand that you want to count on to get it cleaned the first time.
Exactly. Another thing we do is we test with the full canister, as Courtney was telling you. So what we did was we put all kinds of stuff in here: cereal, sawdust, fuzz, streamers. I see all kinds of stuff here. And we're going to show you how this holds its suction even full. But while I'm here, Courtney, I just want to show you, this is what we call a sealed system. So anywhere where air could leak out, like around this intake here, over here on the canister, on the bottom, we put a rubber seal. You can see that black seal. What that does is it keeps the dirt trapped in the canister, and then it forces it through the HEPA filters. So we're trapping 99.9% of dust and allergens. Yeah, very easy. And by the way, this is your only filter you have to deal with. You rinse that out about once every 3 months. That's it.
That's easy.
Yeah, super easy. Okay, so I've got my full canister.
Perfect.
I've got my hose attached to this crazy apparatus. What I'm going to do is turn it on.
I know, it's
okay.
What in the world is that?
So the hose is attached to this long open tube. And normally we can pick up billiard balls. These are real billiard balls. Is that crazy? So much power.
That's not like Augustus Blue in Willy Wonka. That's amazing.
So we usually do one packet of it. But we said, this is our most powerful vacuum we've ever made. We're going to do 2 racks of billiard balls and check it out.
Good gracious.
All right, it picked them up, but guess what? It's holding them up. It's not losing power, even though the bin is completely full. I think that really says a lot.
Totally.
When you're vacuuming in your house, you're not going to lose suction.
Well, and when you're asking other people to do their chore as vacuuming, you have to also say, take out the bin, and that's the most important part because they just start vacuuming and don't even say.
Yeah, you will want to empty it regularly, but you know what? If you forget, or your kids, don't worry about it. It's not going to lose suction.
Well, here's a little video that kind of explains all of the different features. You're seeing all the variations of hard floors, softer surfaces, and even softer items throughout your home.
So what you're seeing here is some of the various different tools, the way you can use it as both the upright, the lift away. Under furniture, don't forget, this is the powered lift away, so you're still getting that powerful brush roll with a 2-motor system, even when you're using it under furniture. I love all the attachments. These are useful.
Can I tell you that the under appliance attachment, you have to use it underneath your
understand.
refrigerator?
Right.
Because it was December 23rd, our refrigerator went out at my mom's house, and luckily it was cold so we could take everything out. But do you know why the refrigerator went out? Because the filter's at the bottom. That takes in all of the pet hair. And I mean, she only had 2 dogs. But that was like, okay, why'd you put the filter at the bottom? Like, nobody ever told me to vacuum underneath the refrigerator.
Right.
But now I use that probably once a quarter, and I'm like, I just know. I'm like, that'll never go out on me because of that pet hair.
So let me show you some of the great features here, Courtney, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Starting at the top, we've got this wonderful on-off brush that makes it button that makes it super easy to turn it on. Now I'm on hard, you can hear that, it's on the carpet. I'm gonna go to low pile and then to hard floor. So you heard the brush roll shut off, right?
Yes.
It also has a great feature that I love, which is the light. So when you're using your little tools, you can see into the corners. It's really, really nice.
Let me ask you, in a situation where there's grout, would I need to turn the hard brush on if it was like coffee or sugar that got in there, or is this fine as is?
I would use straight suction, and here's why. We're giving you more suction than any of our other vacuums in this. So I'll show you some examples. Here's cereal mixed with pet hair, kind of crumbly. Here's some kibble, like your little puppy might be eating, or my kitties
we know that well.
And again, more cereal. So it, it doesn't crumble things up and push it down into the grout.
Okay, awesome.
Generally, you leave the brush roll off for hard floors.
Okay.
When I come up here to the carpet, now I'm going to go to a low pile because we have two settings. We have high pile or low pile. So I'm just going to start with the low pile here. And I want you to get in here and try this, Courtney, because I think you'll notice how much power it has.
I tell you, it's an absolute joy, just the way that it glides through your hand, because I feel like with other vacuums, it's a full court body press.
That's true.
And it's like, I can't help the carpet that we have in our home. I don't want to feel like it's physically taxing every time I want to vacuum.
Right. Now we are going to talk a little more about that the sealed technology, because you just picked up pet hair. The pet hair is inside the canister. We don't want the dander and stuff leaking into the air, right? So that's what this animation shows. You've got those seals that just keep all that inside, and we call it our anti-allergen seal technology. Just means it keeps the tiny little particles in the vacuum. And then of course that powered lift away just means that it's plugged in. The brush roll is powered at all times. It's not air driven, because an air driven brush will kind of lag over time. It doesn't have as much power. So that's what that means. And those two pieces of the technology are what really set the powered lift away apart.
Well, I want to remind you, we have 3 colors. Navy is the most popular, and if you see those colors over there, navy's in front, plums in the center, and then charcoal is in the back. You get the 8 separate attachments. It would be $324 if you shopped anywhere else. We have it for less than $270, and of course your 6 easy payments as well. Those are those 3 colors. If you want to place an order because you're like, wow, I just need some serious cleaning around the house, it's almost spring, this is a great idea to do it with, because this is your most fully featured, biggest capacity vac, top of the line that you have here.
Yeah, and if you're using a 20-year-old vacuum, it's time to upgrade. We have so much new technology, including that anti-allergy sealed filter. Look at these piles of dirt. This is another example of where you'll turn the brush roll off on a hard floor. Okay, that was bird seed. You would expect it to spray everywhere, right?
Or to feel like it got caught in the motor, and you're like, hang on, what happened?
It's not pushing it, it's just sucking it in. That's why we say this is our most powerful vacuum that we've made. More suction. Another, if you are a pet owner like Courtney and I are, you have to clean regularly,
the cat litter is like they jump out of it like an Olympic sport. It's like, how does it all collect in the same spot?
Yeah. Now I'm going to a medium tile carpet, so I'm going to go ahead and put it on the full, you can choose between low or high pile. On a medium like this, I would probably go ahead and go up to high, because I don't want it to be hard to push. Like you said, you don't want to be getting your exercise vacuuming necessarily.
Yes, I like the strides that you see there.
Isn't
to me, that just feels like it looks very professional and very gratifying.
And when you come to something, now we don't have it here, but let's say this was the bed and you wanted to go under it, you can easily lift this away and go pretty much flat underneath there and really get that power you need to get the cat hair. My cats sleep in the weirdest places. They love to sleep under the bed.
Yep.
And so I know there's cat hair under there, right? So, and speaking of lines, look how beautiful that is. I'm making like a starburst shape.
Well, and the other thing, like notice, you were just kneeling down. It's not like you were laying down on the ground to get the vacuum to the other side, like with some other vacuums. And that's the versatility that I really appreciate with this, because,
come around,
what a concept. Not laying down to vacuum just to get hard to reach spots like under your bed.
And that's why they call this one, it's kind of a weird little moniker, but they say it's our best under reach of all our vacuums.
I believe it.
Reach. And here's another reason why. And by the way, to take off that integrated metal wand, it's integrated. It's just a snap right here, a little button at the back.
Okay.
So I took off my brush roll, and I'm going to put on the crazy tool here that we've been talking about. I'll show you this live. Here's my suggestion.
Yes.
When you get this home and try this for the first time, do it with an empty bin. Okay. And then try it under your dryer and maybe your refrigerator, and you will see what was underneath there. Okay.
It's alarming.
It's
because I'll tell you, like, it's so dark under there. You're like, no way anything got in there, especially with the dryer, because that to me, like, I bet you I had a cup of lint that was under the dryer alone.
Yeah, and that's really not safe. You're not supposed to leave that stuff there. But how do you normally clean it? Move the furniture, right?
Or ever.
Or no, don't. Yeah. But here's what I'm doing. Look at how nice and long this is. I've got it on the rolling caddy here, so it's real easy. And all you do is just wave it around under there. You won't be able to see at home what you're doing, but we wanted you to be able to see here what happens. Those little dust bunnies, the fuzz, they get sucked right in, And that's it. That's all you have to do. And then look at your canister and see what you picked up.
I'm telling you, it is such a game changer. Do not let your refrigerator go out of order because you have pets and the filter is at the bottom.
Yeah.
The other thing that I really am interested in seeing from this is having that little microfiber pad on there, because we refinished our house with the old pine floors, and it's like, I don't want to get out the mop every day just to have